Hello, thank you for joining me today in this video where I'll be reviewing the portable monitor M156F01 by MNN. Just to give you a bit of background information, so I purchased it through Amazon. There you go. It's a 1080p USB-C connector and also a mini HDMI it has. It's an IPS display, and it also includes some speakers and whatnot. So it's 15.6. And I have it here connected. We're gonna check it out in a moment. But yeah, so this is the box. This is how it comes. It opens like one of those Apple boxes upwards. Inside, what's in the box included? Yes, you have the portable monitor. There's a smart cover, which kind of lets you do this thing, which is pretty much like the Apple cases for iPads and whatnot. A power adapter, a standard power adapter that has a normal USB connector. And then there's a USB-C to USB-C cable and a USB-A, which is a normal USB to USB-C, which you use with the power adapter to power on the device, and a mini HDMI to HDMI. This power on the device cable and adapter is only used if you're going to use the HDMI cable. If you opt in for the USB-C to USB-C, which is what I've done here, as you can see, this is a USB-C here. It connects directly to my USB-C port on my computer, and you don't need an external power source because it powers it through the laptop. And it pretty much uses around like 15 watts, which is kind of, let's just say like a low-end, what do you call it? Like a low-end, damn, I lost the words here today. A phone, a smartphone. That's what I meant. Yeah. So basically, any standard low-end device uses 15 watts for power thing. So it won't be sucking out a lot. You can already see there's a bit of display color differences between my main display of the laptop and the portable one. Having said that, my laptop's monitor is actually extra colorful. I don't know. I think it might be because of the touchscreen. I hate that. But just to give you an idea, I am going to open some Google Images. So I don't think you'll be able to see the differences, but just for example, if I were to move this into the, why the hell is it doing that? Oh, God, Windows 11 kind of, does its thing always. But here we go. You can see how this is visible here, and then we're just going to drag it around. You might not be able to tell much of a difference. If you can, great. But the colors are not as vivid per se. In terms of what the usage, which I wanted was when I'm going to be traveling or just to have a more cleaner desktop, this monitor is great. It's been working completely fine for the last few weeks, and it has just whatever you would need from a monitor. Let's look at it physically. So looking at it physically, let me bring this light over here so you can have a quick look as well. So it comes with 3 ports. You have the power, which are both USB-Cs, and then the HDMI micro cable. So if you were to use the HDMI, the micro HDMI to your normal HDMI, you would need to use an extra connector to connect it to the power supply. Alternatively, just by using a USB-C to USB-C port, it powers on, just like I've been doing. And that's the whole portability factor of it. You can see it's pretty much, slim. This thing literally just kind of magnetizes behind it, kind of like holds it in place as a stand. But the monitor itself is literally just that. There are some controls over here. You can see the menu settings on and off buttons, and then the speakers on each side of the screen. So this is one of my first reviews, but I'm just going to review whatever I was looking for. My main thing was, will this work on my USB-C to USB-C? Does it need power or not separately? Because obviously being a cheap monitor, sometimes the cheaper versions don't come with all those amenities. But this one works completely fine. I've also bought an Asus one, so do check out that review. That one's a bit more expensive. And then, yeah, let's have a look at the menu. So, you have a little dial thing here. You just press that. Let's have a look. Press it and it comes up with this menu over here where you'll be able to adjust the brightness, brightness with contrasts, and it has different echo modes, like whether it's a standard mode or you're reading a document mode. So it kind of helps you in the sense of yellow light and whatnot as well. I mean, brightness more like it. Whoop. Then you have the aspect, whether you want it wide or you want it, 4:3 kind of thing, which I don't know why would you want that. Color temperature, you can set up the color temperatures. I've been meddling around with it, so far I got it pretty much the same as my main screen. The main thing is that you will get to copy, the white levels, but then the other levels might have an issue. You can tell kind of a difference right now, how blue that blue is and how lighter blue this is. And then, there's other things like auto power down modes, HDR mode. I don't know how great that works, but so far, it's done its job. Then it also has obviously the low light, low blue lights for people that spend a lot of hours on the screen. So it does go orange, etc. And the volume. Let me just increase the volume. So let's see if we can test that as well. Let me just increase that all the way to the maximum. Set it there, and then you just press the back button there. So it's pretty straightforward to use in terms of that. Just plug and play. I'm going to plug it in and let you know as well how long it takes for it to start. But let's test out some music first. So I'm going to find a quick non-royalty, royalty-free song first. Hold on. By the way, just before I do that, this is, you could tell probably now how the screen differs from the main screen. So this is the primary screen. Very bright. White is white. And the colors are very vivid. Though my screen, again, this is very vivid. I kind of don't like it that much. It kind of resembles one of those Android phones. And this one's kind of dull then, in the other sense, But it does a great job if you're working on Excel files and whatnot. There you go. So, in terms of how fast it takes to turn on, let's see. That's what's disconnected. It's going to go back to its main screen. Okay. There it is, the USB. I'm just going to connect it in. So that's been connected. That's powering up. And that's that. It's on. So just because it's low budget doesn't mean it's slow or anything. It does a great job. Again, perfect for what I was looking for an external monitor, cleaner desktops, and being able to travel. And now looking for a royalty-free song. Just hold on. So I wonder if you can hear that properly or not, but it's not as loud, I would say. It's kind of very minimal, so I would not use it as a portable monitor for movies and music and stuff. It's very bad quality. Kind of like one of those sad earpieces from back in the days, the earphones. I'm just going to do a comparison now, changing the output from a main laptop. So if I were to bring it back to my... You can see the difference, right? Let's go again for the other one. I mean, it's not as loud. It's not as clear. The basses are low. It's just a standard monitor, just to have something as a backup. Again, it's only $75, so you definitely can't go wrong. It's plug and play. Hey, and now it's showing $99.97, but it was $75 just a second ago. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this monitor to whoever is looking for one of those portable ones. And what else would I suggest? Yeah, it is very light. It's very comfortable. Sure, it does all those settings as well. The leather case is a standard leather case, but it does allow you to use it as a stand and a cover at the same time. It comes included with it. It's waterproof. That's perfect as well. Yep, you can connect it to different devices as well directly, and it plays completely fine. And here it gives you further indication as to what you can do with it and all the different connectors, which is true as well. That's exactly how it worked. And yeah, standard 1080p resolution. I wish it had more, but for $75 again, there's not much. Here you go. This page is showing me $75. I opened one in, incognito mode, and it's showing $99 there. So kind of. But yeah, if you did like this review, which is simply straightforward, what people are looking for instead of all the all the extra nonsense that people talk about, then give me a like and subscribe to any further videos. I mean, I post random things, so. Oh, and don't, what do you call it? don't miss out on the other one, the Asus one. That's the one that is a higher quality one. And it has a few more settings. It's lighter, looks nicer as well. It doesn't have this big ass MNN written here, but again, who cares about that? Yep, that's what a $75 cheap monitor looks like, and you do not have to spend $250 on one. Thank you, and if you subscribe, thank you for that as well.